Republicans believe that the total war waged on Brett Kavanaugh personally and his subsequent confirmation in the Supreme Court will help them in the upcoming midterms. The Democrats don't believe that. They're continuing to go against Kavanaugh, attacking him personally, and now they're against civility. They think that will help them in the midterm elections. Who's right? Brit Hume is the senior political analyst at Fox. That's well-deserved. He joins us tonight. Brit, both sides seem convinced that they're winning on this. Who is?
Well, I think the Democrats are pretty maxed out on motivation. Remember, this is the Democratic voters' first crack at a ballot box since Donald Trump's election, which so offended them and left them almost speechless with rage. And they've been raging for 2 years. They're eager to vote, I think. So I think any additional motivation they get out of the Kavanaugh affair is likely to be only a modest increase because, of where the needle already was. Republicans, on the other hand, were looking pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
And uninterested. And a lot of them don't like Trump, and so he's got a kind of a divided party and so on. And the Kavanaugh case clearly has changed the equation there. And all the polling evidence we see shows that motivation among Republicans is up. So as far as Kavanaugh is concerned, Republicans got more out of it, but they had a bigger gap to close because the enthusiasm gap was clearly been with the Democrats for
this is the last day to register in a bunch of different states, and I think registration has been pretty intense today. What did you think of Hillary Clinton's remark made to a British journalist that civility, the rules of civility, ought to be suspended when dealing with Republicans? This seemed like kind of a moment to me.
Well, she always seems to be a couple of beats behind the music because this is where some people in her party are going, right? Right. And it looks like she's trying to get on that train. Right, and pretty soon, when things get back to normal, she'll be back in the middle of being an establishment politician. I think. I don't think she's going to stay with this line of.
So this is what you're seeing from a bunch of these sort of elder statesmen in the Democratic Party. They're not exactly sure what's going on. The kids are all hopped up and mad and blocking intersections, and rather than try to restrain them, they're making the case, hey, I'm hip and radical.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. People that want back then the slogan was I'm with her.
Yeah.
Now she's saying to them, I'm with you.
So something like this happened 50 years ago, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's done. I remember when we had a lot of trouble in the streets during Vietnam and after.
Yeah.
Right? And it was a bad issue for Democrats in the end.
Because normal people didn't care.
Yeah, normal people didn't like it. They elected Nixon twice.
Yeah. You think that'll happen this time?
No, I don't. He's not around. Well, I think that there's no, in my opinion, Tucker, this is insane politics.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff is, and for Dick Durbin to have said in the middle of the hearing when people were jumping up and screaming about every few minutes, this was early in the hearings, right?
Yeah.
And Republicans were complaining about it. And he was saying, no, this is democracy. No, this is not democracy.
No.
And most Americans, the overwhelming majority of Americans don't think it's democracy, which is why people like, the guests you've had before don't really want to say out loud that they support this kind of thing, but they make excuses for it.
Yes. Democracy is listening to what citizens think and then enacting it. This is shouting them down.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Brit, thank you very much.
You bet, Tucker.
Great to see you.